and welcome to the Downsized. I'm Laraine Durham and I've lost over 50 pounds using Tirzepatide. Tirzepatide is the active ingredient in Mounjaro and Zepbound. Today I'm going to talk about how to get started on the GLP-1 medication for the treatment of obesity. Before we get started, please take a second to hit that like and subscribe button so that you don't miss an episode. We put out GLP-1 based content every day. And with so much news coming out about GLP-1s all the time, you will definitely want to stay up to date with us here at the Downsized. We want to be your number one source for information on GLP-1 medications that fight this disease of obesity. And yes, we now know that obesity is a disease and it's not your fault. Let me say that again. Obesity is a disease recognized by the American Medical Association. It's not your fault. Before we get started, please note that I am not a doctor. I'm just a 56-year-old mom of 3 that lost 50 pounds on Tirzepatide. Please consult your doctor before starting any weight loss medication. All right, let's get started. If you're like me, you've tried every diet out there. Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Atkins, keto, and on and on. I could always lose some weight, but I could never keep it off, and I could never lose enough to get to my goal weight. Right now, 74% of Americans have overweight or obesity. 74%! Because these diets don't work for people with the disease of obesity. More and more people every day are finding out about these GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, and Zepbound. People are constantly asking me, how do I get started? How do I get on these GLP-1 medications? In this video, I'm going to talk about what you need to do in order to access GLP-1 medications. Number one, these are prescription medications, so you have to start with your doctor. The first thing you need to do is go in for a checkup. Always consult your doctor before starting any new weight loss program. Number two, and as you can see, JoJo has joined us for number two. Number two is look at your insurance and see if you have coverage. You may need to call and talk to an actual person. Insurance coverage varies wildly from employer to employer. It depends on what kind of coverage your particular employer has got. And it doesn't matter if you're Aetna, or Blue Cross Blue Shield, or whatever. It can vary just based on what your employer has set up. And most people don't really realize that. If you have coverage, great. You're golden. Go with the medication that you have coverage for. So JoJo, what happens if my insurance won't cover the medication? Mine didn't. My insurance covers no weight loss medications whatsoever. There are some manufacturer coupons available on the internet that will knock down the price of Zepbound from $1,000 a month to about $650 a month at Lilly.com. If you're looking for Ozempic or Wegovy, you can go to NovoNordisk.com and look for their manufacturer coupons there as well. You can also go to the website LillyDirect.com and look at possibly getting Zepbound in the vial for about $349 a month to start, and then $499 a month for each dose thereafter. Or you can do like I did and get compounded Tirzepatide from an online platform like Mochi Health, Orderly, Fridays, or Brillo. The third thing is to set your shot day. You want to take your shot on the same day every week, every 7 days, same day, ideally same time. Log your dose, your weight, your injection site. I've made a tracker that you can use that will link in the notes. You can play around with it, add columns, and make it work for you. The more notes you put in, the better. This is week 91 of my journey, and it's hard to remember what weeks 1 through 4 felt like. So write it down and keep good notes. You can even use the Notes app on your phone if you want. My fourth step is to figure out what you need to eat. It's important to follow a high-protein diet. Eat protein at every meal and eat your protein first. Your appetite will dramatically decrease on this medication, and you may only be able to manage a few bites, so make them count. Protein helps conserve your muscle mass and helps keep you full. I try to get between 80 and 100 grams of protein a day, at least 30 grams per meal. Chicken, beef, fish, are examples. Sometimes I supplement with a protein shake or a protein bar. Look for foods that have more protein, like Fairlife milk. Find out what you like and don't eat stuff you don't like. I see this all the time on different diets, people making concoctions of foods because they think it's going to help them lose weight. You can eat whatever you like. You don't have to eliminate any foods, but try to focus on whole foods. That means fruits, vegetables, some carbs, and protein. I also take a GLP-1 multivitamin supplement. My third tip is drink water. Get a big cup that you like. I always have water nearby, and fill it up 3 times a day. Add flavors or electrolytes if you want. The Metabolic Research Center recommends that adults drink 64 ounces of water per day, or 8 8-ounce glasses. However, people with more weight to lose may need to drink more, and you can try adding an extra 8 ounces for every 25 pounds you want to lose. Water helps you avoid constipation and makes your skin look great. I aim for 100 ounces of water per day, and I usually add 1 electrolyte stick per day. I like Element. There's a link in the description if you want to try it for a free sample pack with any purchase. I feel like for me, electrolytes help me feel better in general and help me recover from a workout a little bit faster. My fourth tip is exercise. You don't have to exercise to lose weight, but I do recommend it, and not just for weight loss, but to help build muscle and for mental clarity. Walking, exercise classes, yoga, lifting weights, pickleball are all great activities. I would try to incorporate weightlifting as soon as you are able. Again, check with your doctor before starting anything new. It's really important to keep the muscle that you have, because when we lose weight, we also lose some muscle. This happens on any diet, and it's hard to put muscle back on once it's gone, especially if you're a woman like me over 50. Light weights are a great place to start. The fifth step is avoid alcohol. It might make you feel sick, and it has empty calories. When you drink alcohol, it makes it harder to lose weight. You don't have to give it up forever, but limiting it now will help your weight loss. I was a big wine drinker before GLP-1s. I couldn't drink at all when I started. Now, 91 weeks later, I can occasionally have a glass or 2. My sixth step is be prepared for side effects. Some people have them, some people don't. My side effects were fatigue and constipation. Others report nausea or vomiting. Talk to your doctor if you have these side effects. There are prescription medications and over-the-counter medications that can help with these. And most people have no side effects at all. Step 7 is dosing. You don't have to move up in dose every month if your current dose is working. And by working, I mean if you're losing 1 to 2 pounds a week, stay on your current dose. You can stay on a dose as long as you are continuing to lose weight on that dose. Of course, check with your doctor, and some insurance companies do want you to move up at some point, but check with your doctor, and if you're losing weight on a dose, you can stay on that dose. Once your weight loss goes to 0, or you start hearing food noise, or maybe you start getting really hungry, you might need to move up in your dose. One week I came home from the store with mini donuts, and Christopher told me it was time for me to move up my dose. Especially if you have 100 or more pounds to lose, you want to move up as slowly as possible. Personally, I lost weight on every level of dose. A higher dose doesn't necessarily equal higher weight loss. Everyone is different. So if you're having, no side effects and you're losing weight, stay on the dose. Once that slows down, talk to your doctor about going up in dose. And also, it doesn't matter if you lose all your weight on a low dose or the top dose. Everyone's going to be different with these medications. Some people are going to be able to lose right away, and some people have to get up to the top dose before they see significant weight loss. Those are my 7 steps to getting started with a GLP-1. Keep in mind, this is a long-term treatment for the disease of obesity. It is not a cure. For most people, if you stop taking it, you're going to gain the weight back. I think of it like a high blood pressure treatment. people take long-term medicines for those diseases. We have the disease of obesity. I plan to be on this medication long-term, probably for life, and that's fine with me. I've spent most of my life obsessed with food and obsessed with losing weight. Not anymore. I'm free from the constant thoughts of food that I used to have, and I'm finally at my goal weight after 40 plus years of trying. Thanks for watching this today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you hit the like and subscribe button. You can also go to our website at thedownsized.org. You can check out our Amazon store where we've got products to help you on your GLP-1 journey that I've personally used. We are Amazon affiliates, so we make a small commission off each purchase. You can check out our live show at 7 p.m. Wednesday nights. That's Eastern Time. And that's it. Thanks for joining us. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Laraine Durham for The Downsized.